My screen is visible. My screen is visible. Can you please tell me if my screen is visible or not?
Visible, ma'am.
Okay. So yesterday what we learned? Yesterday we learned about this anchor tag, all the use cases we use in our anchor tag. Like we can navigate from one website to another website. We can open a file and we can download a file. We can email someone and we can navigate from one page to another page also. We will see this one also. Like we can jump from one section to another section. Like section means I will tell you with one example. We will see when we learn CSS, then we at that time we will learn about it more clearly. Just I am giving you one example how we can jump from one section to another section. So just see in my portfolio, when I click on this certified, see it is navigating to this certified section. So this is your one section, right? And this is your contact us is your another section. You are in same page only, but you are just moving to one section to another section like this. See, when I click on this contact us button, in this page only it is jumping, it is moving to this particular section. Okay, so we can do this thing also using this anchor tag. In a single page we can jump from one section to another section. Suppose when I click on this project, it is navigating to this project section. So using this anchor tag, we can navigate from one section to another section which is on the same page. Okay, we will discuss about it when we learn our CSS. Here is the need of ID. For that, I keep this on hold. So we will discuss this when we learn CSS. Okay. So then we learn about all the attributes. Anyone having any doubt in this attribute like target, title, download? Any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then we learn about this table tag, right? List. We learn about list. In list, we have two types of list. First one is ordered list, and second one is unordered list. Unordered list will show you the data, names or anything, users details in the bullet forms. And in ordered list, we can show the data in the form of numbering, or you can use alphabets, or you can use Roman numbers also. And you can change this bullet style also using type attribute. Using this type attribute you can define the shape, you whatever the shape you want. Like we have the three options only. First one is disk. Disk is like by default. Okay, by default is your disk. Okay, when you don't give anything it will show it like this, but when you give type equals to circle it will show you this kind. Okay, when you give type equals to square it will be in the form of square. And in our order list we can show the data in numbering like this. By default is your numbering. So you can change it also using type equals to a. If you give type equals to a, it will show you abcd. You can give small abcd also, and in Roman numbers also you can give capital and in small. And apart from this we have one more thing, two more thing, that is start and rewards. Start will give you from where you want to start. Like instead of starting from 1 to 3, you want to start this numbering from 10, like this, from 15, anything you can give. And when you use reverse, you can give the in the like numbering in reverse format. Like instead of going in 1 to 3, it will start like 3 to 1. Any doubt in this attributes? Any doubt? Okay, this thing we learn already, right? So then we learn about this HTML table. We use HTML table to display data in rows and columns like a spreadsheet. So to create a table, we use table tag, and to give some heading, we use this caption tag. And inside this caption, we give some the name of our table. But to create the heading of your table, we use this t head. Okay, inside it we give this tr. We are creating table row. Then we are giving the headings. Okay, just to create a normal table rows, we create inside our t body. We give tr, then we give td. The font size will be normal, but when we give th, the font size will be in bold. Okay, so that's why we give td for normal font size, but to get a font size little bit bold like heading, we use th. And it's optional, like you can give tfoot also. Okay, then we learn about this all these attributes so we have in our table. So we can give border also, like cell padding, we already learned this. Cell spacing, we can give width and height. We can give align also, like we can move our table also. We can give some bg color, background color. Then we learn about this call span and row span. Anyone having any doubt till now? Should we revise anything?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine. Now comes to our like some more attributes that we missed in our yesterday's class. That is summary, frame, and rules. See, summary is we use this summary for accessibility. Like as I already told you, screen readers, the blind peoples will use screen readers. Suppose you give some summary about your table, screen readers will read it and tell to the those blind peoples. So it is only for accessibility purpose. It will not show you in UI. In your front end, it will not be visible. Okay, I will give you one example. I am removing this one. Here I am creating one table. Inside it I am giving t head, giving tr, then here I am giving th. See, here is one shortcut also. Th, suppose you want to create 3 ths, like 4 also you can create. Th into 5. Okay, it will create like this. Okay, whatever the tag name you must have to give, and give the star symbol like multiply symbol, and give how many times you want this particular tag. Like suppose in the other tags also you can use this shortcut. Like if you want to create 10 paragraph tags, just click choose your tag, then multiply it by 10. Okay, so this is just a one shortcut key. So here I am giving something like name, id, age. Okay, just I am giving 3. Then I am taking t body to create some content. Here I am using tr to create table row. Inside it I want to create 3 td, right? So multiplying it with 3. So I am giving my name, giving some age. Okay, just creating multiple times. See it, let me open go live. It is on live, already on live. So I am just doing it once again. Okay, it is not taking any border. Why? Because I didn't give here border attribute. You must have to give border one. I am taking. Okay, it is taking some border. See, now we were discussing about summary. You must have to give this summary inside your table only. It is just one kind of attribute. It is not be visible in your front end, but it is very much helpful in your accessibility to the people who can't see the things properly. For to those, this will be really helpful. You just have to use summary attribute. Okay, here you can give this is students details. Okay, like which is from, like you can give some city name which is from suppose Hyderabad. Okay, like in your caption tag you didn't give like this much summary, you just give some heading. Okay, I'm giving caption student details. So when screen readers will see this summary, see it is not showing any, there is no difference here. This summary is not visible in your front end, not in your UI user interface, but it is helpful. Why? Because when the blind people use screen readers, the screen reader like loudly said this table is telling about the students which are from Hyderabad. Okay, so that is why it is really helpful to them. Okay, now come to this frame attribute. This frame attributes which using it we specify which sides of the table border. We are just specifying on which side you want your border. Okay, like by default it is taking border all four sides, right? It is taking border all four sides. By default it is taking like this, but you want to give like you want to give the border on above side only, like on below side only, or in horizontal only you want, or in vertical only you want, or you can give white also. White means it will not take any border. Okay, by default is white, right? We are giving one. Now let's see what is that frame. Let me see it. Yeah, it is frame. So suppose I am staying void, so it will not take this one. See, it is not taking that one border. The cells having one pixel border, right? But the outside border we are getting, it is not visible now. Suppose now instead of void you can give above and below also. If you give above, you will get a one line on above side. See, like this. Let me keep this and at center so it will be more visible. Okay, similarly instead of giving this line above, you can give it at below also. See, okay, same we have H sides and B sides. See, it is taking these lines on horizontal direction only. This is your horizontal, this is your horizontal. Same in vertical also you can give V sides. Okay, this is all your about your frame. Like using this frame you can adjust your border. You can give the direction in which direction you want the border. Now comes to the rules. Rules is like we are specifying the internal borders. Internal borders means like the cells also have containing some borders, right? See, this cells, this is your one cell. This one cell is also having some border, all four sides. See here also, it is containing some border. So we can manage that also. We can remove it, or we can give some like we only want the border in columns or only in rows. Like this also we can adjust. So just be like comfortable with this frame. Why we use frame? To adjust the border outside, right? But we use rules to adjust the borders of your cells. Okay, now let me show you the this one rules. I am removing this one. I am giving now rules. Okay, now suppose I am giving none. None is there, I think. See, that's why the each of the cell is not taking any kind of border. Why? Because I give none here, but the outside border is still here. Why? Because we give border 1. Suppose you want to give the border this rules to like to only columns, so you can give calls. See, it is taking the lines in your columns only. Similarly, in for rows also you can use it. Okay. See. Okay, one more thing. What is that? We just see rows, calls, and none. Now let's see groups. What groups will do? Like we give our table rows in two groups, right? First one is table head and second one is t body. So this is one your first group and this is your second group. So we can give borders just for the groups. Okay, just see it. Okay, see it is taking border for this heading and border for this body. Okay, let me give this all. What all will do, it will take the borders to all the cells like a complete Excel sheet. See, like this. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this attributes, frame, and rules? Anyone having any doubt? Okay. See, just we discussed about these two attributes. So summary, as I already told you, why we use summary. We use this summary just for the accessibility purpose. To the people who can't see your website, they use what? Screen readers. They use screen readers. So when you use this summary, the screen readers tell the content loudly to them. Okay, they will tell what is this table contains whatever the thing loudly. And why we use frame? Frame will manage the border outside of your table, like this sides, this all four sides. But coming to these rules will manage the borders of your cells. Okay, inside border you can say. It will manage the border in whichever the thing inside your table. And we already learned about this call span and row span. We use call span to combine or merge two columns, 2 3 as per your choice, and we use row span to merge number of rows. Any doubt in our table topic? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone else having any doubt in table? Okay. So let's start form forms. Okay. You saw in many websites, right? Like mostly all website contains some kind of forms, some kind of login forms, contact us forms, sign up forms, surveys form, file uploads, upload your resume. All these are one some kinds of forms, right? Each website contains some forms. Like you can take example of Instagram also. They ask to enter your username and some password. So this is one kind of form, right? Login form. Similarly, to register yourself, you have to fill your sign up form. Okay, so till now what we are doing in HTML, we are just showing the content in our website, but using these forms we can collect the inputs of your users. Okay, so similarly why we use forms? To just to collect users input, and the commonly how and where we use forms: just for the login purpose, contact us, sign up, and some surveys, like whatever the thing in which you want to take some the input from the user. In that scenario you use what? Forms. Okay, any doubt what is form, why we use the forms in our HTML? This is just a basic thing why we use form to just to collect some information, some data from users. Okay, okay, just to create a table or a list, we use what? Some parent element, some parent tag, like a table tag we use. First we use table tag. Inside it we are giving the table row, th, td, all these tags. So similarly here also we have to give one parent tag. This is your form, means we are telling to the browser I am going to create a form. Okay, so first you have to give form tag. Okay, inside it you have to give all your input fields. Let me give you the form tag. I am removing this table. Okay, I am creating form. Okay, normally in form what we contain, we have some input fields, right? We will see all these attributes, no need to be worried. Like action and method, we will see it. First we will see some inputs, then you will understand. See, I will give you one example. This is also a one kind of input, right? You are entering something, so this is your input field. So similarly, to give some input in your form, we use what? Input tag. We use what? Input tag. Now I want to give one input here, so just have to use what? Input tag, input. Okay, now which kind of input type you are giving? Like in input you can give a like a email, your name, number also. So you just have to define type also. Like type, like it will give you all the options also here. So the type is for now is our text. So it means your what? You can enter some text here. I'm just closing it. It is a self closing tag. You don't need to give opening and closing both. Just see this. See, now you are getting one input field. Here you can enter anything, right? Here you can enter numbers also. Why? Because it is a type of text. But see, when I give input type equals to number, type equals to number, this is your type equals to number. I am trying to enter some alphabets, some letters. It is not allowing me. Okay, why? Because I give type equals to number. When I give number, that at that time only it is taking. Okay, similarly we can give type equals to email also. So it will give some restrictions. You have to enter the proper format of your email. I will give you the one example of type equals to password first. Input type equals to password. Okay, normally how password will be hidden, right? So here also when you enter something, when I enter something, it is getting hidden, right? How it is working? It is working based on whatever the type you have give. If you give type equals to password, means whatever the thing you are writing in your particular input field, it will be hidden. When you give type equals to number, that particular text you can't enter text. You can only enter numbers only. Similarly, when you give type equals to text, you can enter any kind of text or numbers also. When you give type equals to number, you can enter only numbers. Similarly, we have input type equals to color also. Like in many website you guys saw, like you can choose a particular color. See, it will give you like this. From here you can choose some color. So it is working based on your whatever the type you are giving. Same we have some type equals to range also. Input type equals to range. See, this kind of range. Like in your volumes you are getting this kind of range, right? See, like this. Okay, so there are multiple input types we have. Like for search also we can have this type. We have input type equals to search. See, when I am entering something, it is giving me this cross button. So normally in your search bar you will get like this. When you enter something you will get one cross button, so to clear it. Okay, that's why it is giving me this cross button. When I click on it, it will be deleted. How it is doing, uh, giving like this? Just because we give this type equals to search, it is automatically deleting it. It is giving that functionality based on the type what you are giving. Any doubt in this, like why we are using this input? We will see more in depth. In forms, we normally in forms we have some input fields. So there are the multiple input fields you can give in your forms. Okay. So now let's see each of these things. The first thing is in this form we have two attributes. First one is action and second one is method. In form we have two attributes. Attribute you already know. Attribute is nothing but you are giving some extra feature. Means still it is working fine. When you don't give any extra feature, still it is working. But when you give some features, means it will be good. If you forget to give it, it will be fine. But if you are giving some extra feature, it will be more good. So here we have two attributes. First one is action and second one is method. What action will do is, suppose you are filling some form details. You are entering your name and your password. Suppose you are entering your username and your password. Then you will get one login button or submit button, something like this. Okay. So when you are clicking on that particular button, what action you want to perform? Okay, I will give you one example. Like in Flipkart or let's say in Amazon. Here we have sign in. So when I enter my email, okay, I am entering my email. So this is your continue button. Means this is your one kind of form which contains one input field. Here you can enter your mobile number or email. So when you are clicking on this continue button, means you are giving some action. So in this action attribute you are performing, you are giving the like where this data will be go. Okay, you are giving the destination. Means after filling this details, after entering this email, and when I click on this, where this email will be go. So it can be mostly it will be go in your database. When someone and fills their details, you want to store it, right? So that's why when in action we usually give some API to store that entered user entered details in database. Okay, DB stands for database. You want to store it. So in action we usually give the database location, like some API we are giving. We will learn about this API in our backend development. Okay, we will learn about this API and database in our backend. So here you just have to know in action why we are, what we are doing. We are just giving the information after filling the details of your form input fields where you want to send this data. After entering your email and password, what you want to do? You want to store it in your database or what? Okay, so you are just giving the destination. And now comes to this method. In method we have two types. First one is post and second one is first thing, any doubt in this action attribute? Any doubt in action attribute?
Okay.
Okay. Okay guys. So just we are giving some destination in our action attribute. Now comes to method. In method we can give two types. First one is post and second one is get. See, this is your get and this is your post. We will see in our code, no need to be worried, just I am giving some idea in theory. We have two options, first one is get and second one is post. When you give get, whatever the thing you enter in your input fields, it will be visible in your URL. Okay, coming in the case of post, when you are giving some details in your input fields, it will be not visible in your URL. Mostly we use get while searching and while filtering. Suppose I will give you an example. Suppose I am choosing this. See, just I choose this dress, but in this URL it is completely showing me. I choose this dress and this some content, means in URL I can understand, we can understand this person choose about the dresses. Right? It is visible in your URL. So they are using get method for it. In Flipkart also you can observe it. When I am choosing this men, I am choosing t-shirt. See, just observe in this URL, Flipkart clothing, accessories, top wears, t-shirt, man, means it is clearly saying this particular user chosen a t-shirt for men. Right? But when you comes in the this input fields for registration or login purpose, when you enter some details, I am entering my email. Okay. Okay, I request for OTP. It will be not visible in your URL. Means for sending some sensitive data, you can't show that sensitive data in your URL. In that case, you use what? Post method. Okay, post method, why we use it? Data is hidden in your URL. It will be not visible in this URL, and it is good for sending sensitive data like registration forms, login forms, sign up forms, like this. If it is a visible, like your password is visible in your URL, it is not secure, right? You can't trust on that particular website. Okay, in that scenario, you want to securely send the data to your database. In that case, we use what? Post method. But when you want to show the data, like which filter user have selected, in that scenario you use what? Get method. Any doubt in this method, get and post? Maybe see in our code also. Just it will I will just give you some theory, then we will see each and everything in our code. See this one. Just now I told you about this input field, right? In input we can give type maybe can be anything like text or number, color, range, email. Okay, this there are multiple types are there, and normally you guys saw like there is one label for it, like you are giving some heading for the particular input field. Okay, why we use label? Like it is mostly good for your accessibility purpose. Means you are binding this particular input field with this heading. Okay, you are binding this input field with heading, with this label. Okay, for the binding purpose we use for and id attribute. Whatever the thing you give in your for, same thing you must have to give in your id, then only it will be binded together, or else it will be not linked properly. I will give you one example. Let me remove it, this all these things. Okay, I am giving here method equals to get. Let's see this one. Here I am giving input. Let me give the label first. Label, why we use label? Just to give the heading of your input. I am giving label. As I told you, for the purpose of linking we use what? For. Okay, whatever the thing you are giving here, same thing you must have to give in your id. I am giving name. Anything you can give, there is no restrictions like this, you can't give this one. Like anything you can give inside this your for. So I am giving enter your name. Enter your name. Okay, so here now I want to give the input type equals to what? This is your text, right? So I am giving type equals to text. So as I told you, for linking, for binding this label and with this input, we must have to use id. Okay, the same thing, the thing you give in this for, same thing we must have to give it here. So I am giving same thing. Spelling will also be same. So just close it. Let me give one more label. Label for, I am giving here password. Okay, pass I am giving. Then here I am giving enter your password. Okay, now after this I am taking input field for this particular heading, for this label. I am taking input type equals to password, right? Now I want to link this, I want to link this label with this input field. So for that I have to give id. I give here pass, so here also I must have to give pass. So now let me close it. Not just see the output. See, enter your name, one input field, enter your password, one input field. Now see, when I am clicking on just on this label, it is focusing on it. When I am clicking on this enter your name, it is focusing on this input field. How it is focusing? Means this label and this input field is binded properly. That's why it is linking like this. That's why it is focusing, giving some focus. See, when I am just clicking on this text, I am not clicking on this input field, just clicking on this text. See, it is getting some focus, right? So it means this two things, this label and this input field is binded together. Any doubt in this, why we are using label? Any doubt? Should I explain it once again? See, in label we are just giving the name of your input field. But there is one more use case, means when you are clicking on that particular label, it will give you focus also. And it is good for accessibility also. It is good for your screen readers as well. So always give labels. Like you can give some text also, right? Instead of giving this label, we can use some bold tag. See, like this. I am giving you. Enter your name. See, it is also looking like the same, right? It is why showing it is in bold, because we took b tag for it. When you take a p tag like paragraph tag, it will look like the same only. But it is not good for your accessibility purpose. It will be not linked together. When I click on this text, see, it is not getting focus. Why? Because it is not linked with each other. See, it is not linked with each other. So always make sure you are giving label instead of giving normal text like this using paragraph or bold tag. Always make sure to give label. Label first thing will help you to get focus. First thing is, see, when I just click on it, it is getting some focus. When I click on it, it is getting some focus. Why? Because these are binded together. This is the first reason, and it is good for your accessibility purpose also. Okay, any doubt till now? Okay, guys. Okay, so in this input we have one more attribute apart from type and id. We use id for this for label, right? We must have to give same, but we have one more attribute, that is your name attribute. Why we use this name attribute? See, name is your key, means whatever the thing you are inside, you are giving in this name. Suppose if you are giving email, it will be your key. and whatever the thing you are entering in your input field, it will be your value. I will show you with an example. This I am taking button. I will explain you about button just after completing this input fields. No need to be worried. Just for the explanation purpose I am using button. Type equals to submit. Submit. I am breaking it so that it will be in vertical. Okay, why we use br? To break your existing line. For that purpose we use br tag. Now just see it. You have one input field, this to enter your name and to enter your password. See what will happen. I am entering my name and giving some password and clicking on this submit button. See, it is not showing anything in our URL, but I give a get method here. It is must to show our value in your URL. As I already told you with the example of Flipkart and Amazon, when you choose some particular like filters, it is visible in your URL when you use get method. So when you use get method, it will be visible in your URL. But still it is not visible. Why? Because we didn't give name attribute. We didn't give name attribute. So we have to give name attribute here. I am giving name. Just I am giving suppose NE. Just to show you the difference. And here also I am giving name attribute, and here I am giving PW. Just observe the difference. See, it is not showing anything now. When I am giving my name here, entering something, when I click on the submit, see, whatever the thing I enter in this input field, it is visible in your URL. I enter Fatima, it is visible in your URL. I enter some random alphabets, it is visible in your URL. So this is your values. Whatever the things you are entering in this input field, it is your values, and this NA, it is coming from this name. Right? This is coming from your name. So this is your key. You guys know about key value pair, right? See, key and value. So it is taking this key from this name, and value is your whatever the thing you are entering in your input field. Key is your this one, and value is your input field. Okay, and you can give some by default, like by default values also you can give. Suppose I am giving value my name only. So it will be like autofill. It is already there. I am already giving some value here. After refreshing also it is still there. Okay, just see it. I am clicking on submit. You can change it also. There is nothing like this, you can't change it. I am clicking on submit button. See, just observe in this URL. Whatever the thing you are entering in this input field, it is visible in your URL. And this is your key. How you are getting this key, NA and this PW, from this name attribute. Okay, from this name attribute you are getting your key, and value is your the thing you are entering in your input field. Okay, we use get method, that's why it is showing in your URL, or else it will be not visible. Suppose I am giving a post method now. I am giving post. Okay, and now I am clicking on submit. It is not going. Let me clear it. See, it is not visible in your URL. right? Why? Because I give post method here. I give post method, that's why it is not visible in your URL. Any doubt in this? Get and post methods? Anyone having any doubt?
No.
Okay, Sudarshan. Okay, guys. Okay, so you guys have a clear idea about label. Why we use label to bind your input field with your heading, with your site heading. For that purpose we use what? Label. And coming to our this method, we can use post and get method. When we use get method, it will be the data whatever you enter in your input field, it will be visible in your URL. But when you use post method, it will be not visible in your URL. Okay, we learn about this. Okay, so we already learn about we can give some by default value also using this value attribute. Using this value attribute, we can give some by default values also. And then we have like we can give type equals to text, and you can give placeholder also. Like placeholder is nothing but you are just giving some like hint to the user. I'm giving some I'm removing this value, I'm using placeholder. Enter your name. So you guys saw in many websites there are some placeholders in their websites input field. See like this little in gray. How we are getting this? This is your placeholder. We just have to use this placeholder attribute, and whatever the text you are giving inside it, it will be visible as a hint to the user. Here also you can give it placeholder, enter your password. Okay, so this is about your placeholder. Then we have some more attributes. First one is placeholder, second one is required. Let's see this required, and I will show you the email also. See, entering your name, enter your password. Before it I am giving label, giving for creating email, so I am giving email. Inside it I am just giving enter your email as our site heading, as our label. So now I am creating input field for it. Input type equals to email. Okay, type equals to email. Then I am giving id. Why we use id? To link this label with this input field. For that purpose we use this id. So the same text we have to enter here also. So I am giving email. Okay, then I am giving placeholder, enter your email. So after it we have to give a key also, right? To give key we use what? Name attribute. So here I am using email. Yeah, anything you can give, but it will be visible. If you want to be visible in your URL, it will be visible, this thing. I am giving email. So now let's see it. I am giving this password as a required. Okay, I am giving required. Now let's see it. I am giving one BR tag here, so that it will become in next line. Okay, so here I am giving my name. See, I am giving some random thing, not a proper email, and I am skipping this one, and I am clicking on this submit button. See, it is showing me you are entering a incorrect email. Why? Because normally a email contains at the rate, right? So this is the use of giving this type equals to email. It is doing the validation by itself. Normally a email contains at the rate, but you are missing this. So it is doing all these validations by itself. So I am giving at the rate also. So let me click on this submit button. See, still it is showing. After @ you must have to give some @gmail something, some text it will contain. So I am giving Gmail. Let me click on it. So it is proper now. But we give password as required field. Means required means you must have to enter something here. Suppose I am removing this Fatima from now here and clicking on it. See, this require is showing in this particular input field. Why? Because in this only we give require attribute. If we give require attribute here also, it will be visible for this input field as well. Okay, I'm clicking on the submit. See, it is showing this. When I click enter something, it is showing for this as well. Okay, let me remove this one. So it is going one by one like this. It is showing for first this one. When I click on the submit, it is showing for this. When I remove this from here, again it will be show here. How it is doing? We give required attribute. That's why it is showing this field is required. You can't click on submit button by giving this as empty. Okay, now it is working fine. Okay, well, let me show it you once again. Entering some password. Okay, we use what? Post method here. See, we use post method. That's why the thing which we are entering in our input field, it is not visible in your URL. Okay, any doubt till now? Anyone having any doubt till now?
No, ma'am.
Okay. What about others? If you're having any confusion like how it is working, just feel free to ask. Okay, Likesh, Harish, Madhu, and Sudarshan. Okay, guys. So let's see some more attributes. We have some more attributes in our forms. Form is little bit of like which contains little bit of more extra things. It will cover it will take 2 days at least, 2 to 3 days. So in input field we give placeholder, required name we already learned. It is a key, and ID it is used for label. And we have some more attributes like we can give read only, and we can give some here is our attributes. I will show you. Place required just now we learned. We can give read only, and we can give disable also. Let me show you read only and disable. So here I am giving read only, and I am giving some by default value, that is my name Fatima. See, it's not refreshing. See, I am clicking on this Fatima and I am trying to enter some characters, some alphabets. It is not taking that thing. Why it is not taking? Because I give read only. You can only read, you can't write there. Okay, that's why read only is used. Okay, you can give some by default value. User can't change it. Like there is some user number, registration number. So user can't change it. You have to give that particular number. You have to show that number to user. But user doesn't have the access to edit it. User can't change it. So for that purpose, you can use read only attribute. Similarly, we have like disable attribute also. Suppose I am keeping this as disabled. There is only a color difference in read only and this disable. Suppose here I also am giving some value, entering my email. Okay, just a color difference is there. See, read only will look same like a your input field, but the disable field will be like a little gray. right? You can observe it from here. This is your disable. Here also you can't change it. Here also you can't change it, and here also you can't change it. But the difference is it is little gray, and this one is like normal input field. Okay, these are the two attributes, read only and disable. So we will continue our next like input fields. In input fields we have more things, like we can upload some files also. Okay, we can have drop downs also. We have buttons also. I just give you the example of this button, but didn't explain you. So we will see about these buttons, we will see about drop downs, and radio buttons is also there. Like in radio buttons you can choose only one option, and we have checkboxes also. In checkboxes we can choose multiple options. So all these things comes under your form only. Checkbox, buttons, radio buttons, date picker. Like in, I will give you one example of date picker. See, here I am just taking input field directly. Input type equals to date. See, here also you can explore it. There are multiple things. Here also you can explore it. I am taking date. See, it is taking like this. How it is taking? I give type equals to date. That's why it is taking all this thing by default by itself. When I click on this, it is showing me the complete calendar, so that you can choose whatever the date you want. Now comes to, you can give time as well. Okay, see, it is showing you one clock. It is showing you all the times, right? It is taking giving us all this thing by default. Just you have to give the proper type. Okay, any doubt in our today's class?
No.
Any doubt, anyone? Okay, so as tomorrow is Saturday and after that we have Sunday, so I will give you one assignment, like till now whatever the things we have learned, using it you have to create something. So I will give you one assignment, so in this 2 days you can complete it, right? I will share all assignment with you in our group. So try to do it by yourself. If you are guys are having any doubt, you can just directly message me, or we can see the your doubts in our next in our class, that will be on Monday. Okay. Okay guys, now I'm going to end our today's session. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.